But we're live now, so
So I can't insult furries.
No, you absolutely can. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't know any furries that I know of. I know people that are related to furries, people that have furry friends, and apparently the parties are cool. But I don't know any of them, and I think it's weird. But if that's what you got to do to get laid, fucking go for it, man. Fuck.
I don't like hating on people's kinks. I'm gonna have to talk you through fixing that. By the way, sometime.
Yeah.
I can't. You got to turn your autofocus off. But I hate hating people's kinks because I got my kinks. You know, I mean, dude, if we want to be honest, I'm a fucking kinky guy.
Yeah. I don't go get the foot fetish thing. Like most other kinks, it's like that's not for me, but I can understand why. I don't understand the why on the foot. Like I'm not knocking people for having a foot fetish. I just don't get it.
I think it's honestly the forbidden fruit effect. I truly believe the foot fetish is people.
Anal, though?
No, dude, girls are more into anal now than they've ever been. You pick a girl with daddy issues, she'll eventually give her ass up.
Okay, I guess.
Hell, you go to prison, someone will give their ass up. Dude, ass is easy.
Well, I mean, like on the other end of that, though, is like I make everyone I've ever slept with eat my ass, and it's not a sexual thing. It's more of a like you can block me on Facebook, you can talk shit to your friends, but you can't uneat my ass.
It's fair. I don't like my ass eaten, and I don't like shit in my ass.
Yeah, I don't either, but it's a power move.
I guess it would be. My thing though about the whole ass thing is like it happens and it's okay, but the whole foot thing, what I think it is you know it's wrong, therefore it feels good to not be right. You know what I mean? It's so far past being okay, it makes you feel almost better than some people or something.
Okay, but what if you end up in like a Planet of the Apes type fucking scenario where like you're banging some fucking monkey chick 3,000 years in the future, and then she takes her shoes off, but she's just got hands instead of fucking feet down there, and then like is that just a fucking monkey hand job? I mean, because like their feet have thumbs.
Well, dude, see, I'm taking an outward response because honestly, like out of all my kinks and stuff, don't get me wrong, I love bondage, choking, fucking, maybe a little. You know what? I'd be down for some knife play. And I'd go as far as like saying I'd go pretty out there sexually with girls.
But dressing up in a furry costume and pulling your dick out and banging some chick that like or dude, whatever the fuck you're into, that's dressed like a fucking werewolf.
Dude, you know what? Honestly, the furry thing is not as hard to wrap my head around as foot stuff. But as far as foot stuff, I think I could kind of see because it's so taboo. Like, don't get me wrong.
Why it's taboo though? Like, I don't see a problem with it. It's just like
feet are hard to keep clean, dude.
Not if you wear fucking socks.
Even still, dude, you can have athlete's foot and foot fungus if you wear socks, dude.
Wait, hold on. Doyle says there was a study done in regards to that kink. It's thought to be because our feet and head up so close together, cross sometimes. Interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Oh, good. By the way, I'm assuming that's Doyle rules.
Maybe. I don't know if you can see the fucking comments, but it should be on your
right. I can see them right there. Yeah, no, okay. They're right there. Yeah. No, honestly, I really do I believe that. I believe it's a taboo, and because I guess they fucking connect as well. It's she said yes. So I'm glad you can see this. Doyle rules. Doyle rules. Have you seen Hubie Halloween on Hulu?
No, I haven't.
The Adam Sandler movie, it revisits Doyle rules.
Nice.
It's a Halloween Adam Sandler movie, and it's pretty fucking good.
I'll check it out.
It's on Hulu, dude. You'll laugh your ass off. But no, dude, honestly, the feet thing, it's a little bit harder to understand the furries. Furry thing, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I've watched some hentai, and I've visited those pages before.
Yeah, I've been there. Hey, no, hold on. It's called hentai, and it's art.
Actually, dude, all right, so here's what I'm doing with my truck, the Scottsdale, the Roddy I want the Ahigo face girl on my hood, and I found a company that is making these vinyl fucking things to put on your tailgate that is Sasquatch petting a raccoon. And then what I want on my back glass is that I found a fucking decal company that'll make it and ship it. It is dude's face from fucking The Office, and it says it's called hentai, and it's art. And I want to put that on my back glass.
I want it to be Bigfoot, but Bigfoot's face looks like Dwight Schrute, but he's fucking Faye Reagan, doggy style.
I don't know. I like what I'm doing. But this is also really funny because some people have came up to my truck before and they're like, because I'll start it and people are like, what the fuck do you have in there? And I was like, oh dude, it's just a fucking V8. Dude, I've got a big block 454. I've been building on this thing for a little bit. I've got a fucking 800 CFM fucking ABS2 Edelbrock that fucking does not vapor lock or fucking stall. Because if you're making a sharp turn or anything, this truck is a fucking mean little bitch that'll also dude, I use my daily life. The most I use is 10% throttle in this truck. I've got it to the point, and dude, it is so much fun to play with this truck. So when I turn it over, people are like, what the fuck is that? I had girls flirting with me at the gas pump today, and I don't normally get that. Because they were in these old Ford trucks and they were cowgirls. They were the cowgirls.
Now, when you say old Ford, do you mean like a 90s F-150 or do you mean like a fucking like F-100?
It was roughly, I'd say probably early 80s F-350s.
So like back before Ford started to suck. Good trucks.
Yeah. So Ford in 1985, they started putting fuel injection into their fucking V8s in their trucks. And so you will see some carbureted after that, but it was very few. They also did throw a few Clevelands in there, which if you know anything about Windsor and Cleveland dog shit. Windsor is what you want. You ran into trouble with Ford in 1996, switched to an overhead cam. Anybody that ever, like, because I worked at Kuntz and I built race engines for them for a while. It was one of my favorite jobs in the world. If I hadn't had 5 back surgeries, I'd still be working on fucking race engines right now. That's the main reason.
That's the thing.
Yeah, shit's heavy. Even if you use the hoist and the fucking cranes and everything like that to fucking move these big blocks and stuff like that, dude, eventually you're carrying fucking a couple different sets of heads to one side of the shop to the other, or you're using the sandblaster and you've got to use your fucking momentum to fucking shift over a goddamn set of cast iron heads. And it ends up wearing on you. Like, I still go to the gym and I try to stay in shape, but dude, those angles fucking suck for the lower back. And I will say I've built some pretty fun stuff in those shops, but the one thing that all of us at Kuntz agreed, the overhead cammed V8 is the biggest fucking farce you'll ever see. A Coyote engine is fun because the name and the sound it makes. But the thing is, it won't hold fucking a lot of boost. It's not a fucking good engine. It's a piece of shit. Overhead cams should be reserved for straight 6s and fucking 4 cylinders that can't make enough power naturally.
So Mopar.
And that's it. Yeah. Well, dude, Mopar is fucking dope as shit. The only thing Mopar has ever done wrong is they couldn't make a transmission to save their lives.
Well, no, like what they did with the fucking JK fucking Wranglers in the early 2000s were fucking garbage.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, dude, trust me. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I say Mopar, I'm thinking of the fucking like AMC fucking like leftover engines they put in fucking Jeeps for fucking however long, which were engines and fucking lasted forever. But after fucking Dodge took the fucking deep dive on them, they fucking ruined them for like fucking 20 years.
Dude, oh god, you're right. But I will say the overhead cam design cannot sustain proper amounts of high-end torque. It's it's just not a good fucking design, which is actually really funny because Ford is now putting all their fucking big trucks now, their fucking F-350s and stuff are getting push rod engines again. And also, here's the thing, how the fuck are you going to, unless you're designing a rotary engine, why the fuck does your engine not have push rods, you fucking creeper? But that's neither here nor there. No, I'm a big person on it.
Anymore besides Mazda?
No, all right. So here's the reason why Mazda is the only people to make rotary engines. Okay, hold on. So Mazda designed the rotary engine. They also designed it to use oil to help move those fucking pistons, those Dorito-shaped pistons, the triangular ones. Everyone got to thinking that it was burning oil too much. All the pushrod engines, so Chevy, Fiat, fucking Lamborghini, every engine company besides Mazda basically wanted to say, oh, it's burning oil and it's a death trap. It was never a death trap. It was designed to burn oil. Actually, you can help your Mazda out by dumping a little bit of oil in the gas tank. Little known fucking fact there. It's also the only fucking engine that can put out fucking 600 horsepower and still be at 30-something miles per gallon. On top of that, they in the early design of it, they had different type of seals for the tips of those fucking rotors. Mm-hmm. And obviously in the fucking 80s and 90s, that was early fucking science. Metallurgy hadn't developed yet. Apex seals for those fucking rotors are now able to live up to 300 and 400,000 miles if you're not racing them. But the only reason you should ever do a fucking rotary engine swap on anything is so that you can have a chimney ported fucking engine. So you can have the back blast that'll fucking take someone's kneecaps out and be able to fucking hit goddamn 800 horsepower with a single turbo and still hit fucking 20-something miles per gallon and feel completely fine.
So there's this thing, I can't go into details on it because my buddy that like did this, he's doing it for a fucking TV show and like the episode's not out yet, so there's only so much I can say about it. However, I have a good buddy that built a fucking Corvette that runs on coal. Yeah. Fucking steam engine fucking motherfucker.
All right.
And it is so fun. It's like the most obnoxious, ugly fucking thing on the planet, but it is so fucking goddamn beautiful. Because, like, you know, they got this, like, fucking thing that comes out of the fucking engine bay on the fucking side, where it's like, all right, so you put the coal in here, right? And then it pumps it in here. And then where you would normally have gasoline doing this, you effectively have a steam engine. And then you have this huge, elaborate pipe system coming out to the side because asphyxiation is a thing. Also, like, it might blow up and kill you. But and I can't wait for the fucking episode to air so I can start posting on Instagram and be like, dude, check this shit out.
Dude, that's something I would do. That is the sad part. Is that, like, I fucking love stuff like, dude, honestly, I want a fucking rotary swap engine on either one of two things. A classic American car so that I can make people fucking upset because stop putting so much pride in something from fucking 40 years ago, you shit weasels. Or my other idea, which is called the Hentelac.
The Hentelac. The lack of hente. I don't like this lack of hente.
No. There's going to be there's not a lack of it.
Don't you mean hente gross?
No. I want to take like a 92 coupe Cadillac. You know the type of body style I'm talking about? The really ugly one.
Like the boxy fucking, everyone thought it was cool, but like it wasn't.
Yeah, they thought it was cool in the 90s, but they realized really quick it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I want to take that, put a rotary engine, dual turbo with the chimney port in it. So that way it sounds like it's misfiring almost to make people think it's not a fucking badass car. Wrap it in a full hentai body wrap and make it a drift car.
Do you know what I would do if I won the lottery? And this might get me stabbed, but I don't care because I think it'd be great anyway. I get a Countach, right?
Okay, go. Keep going. All right.
Anyway, I'd get a Countach, and then I'd lift it about 6 inches, and then I'd put a fucking small block in it just to piss people off.
Dude, honestly, that's my cup of tea, though. I fucking.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, my phone does
Shut
not
up, Siri.
understand. Dude, my phone is confused. Dude,
Yeah,
FBI is like, what
on
the
your live stream just like swing by nothing. As soon as it's like, yeah, fucking small block and a Countach, Siri's like, I have to contact the FBI agent to directly review the material because it's some terrorist activity right now.
We need directors. We need fucking multi-organization.
This is gonna be on the president's fucking desk in fucking 4 hours.
Dude, probably less. No, all right. So, there's a few car builds that I fucking absolutely want to do. Which actually, here's the thing: is if for some reason, say this Twitch live stream thing takes off, maybe people find me fun. Maybe I get some.
On this, where can we find Eric Pickle on Twitch?
It's actually the Pickle Bro on Twitch, all one word, the Pickle Bro. Yeah. But no, if it took off, or maybe I won the lottery or something, I would like to do car builds. And also one of the reasons is because I found out when I was a young Marine that I knew more about engines than most people. I also started teaching grown men and women how to change their oil, how to change their tires, how to do brake jobs, stuff that they'd have to pay hundreds of dollars at a shop that they could do for fucking $50 and a 6-pack of beer or more, depending on how much time you want to spend on it.
I use a couple of clamps and a fucking 2x4 and like the appropriate wrench.
Yeah. I mean, I spent a lot of time realizing that a lot of people did, and actually I did find one YouTuber, I think it's called Your Dad. And what he does is he goes on there and he shows how to change tire. He does stuff like that. And I swear to fuck all, if anybody ever fucks with him, I will burn an entire
dude, no, you're missing the backstory because like he didn't have like a dad. No one taught him that shit. Yeah. And he wanted someone to teach him that shit. So what he would do is like, he's like, hey, listen, no one should ever not know this fucking information. So I'm going to do this. And he's like wholesome as fuck while he's doing it. Like I found him for a video for replacing the fucking guts in the back of your fucking toilet. Yeah, it's like, no one ever taught me how to do this, and I don't want you to ever have to not know how to do this. So this is how you do this.
I found him a couple years right before I joined the Marines. How to tie a tie. Yeah, that was one of his first videos. Was how to tie a tie, because no one teaches their son to do that anymore. Now, like honestly, from the Marine Corps, what it taught me is I'll do it like 20 million times the night before. I'll get one really good time, and that tie never gets untied again.
Oh yeah, no. See, I don't know how to tie a tie, so I mean, I don't ever fucking wear one. But
I've tied a few ties, and every now and then I do like to make sure I know how to tie a tie. But at the end of the day, I have one good tie, and it's a bolo tie.
Nice.
And that works for all occasions. But no, what I would like to do is
control people like that though. Like have like one episode of this one day where like instead of wearing this, like I'm like wearing like a blazer and like well prim and proper.
You
and
have.
Shit.
I think you were going to a wedding. You were in a suit.
Oh, you know, I just don't do it a lot.
I think you could do a really fucking stupid anchor report from Tripp Live and just give a fake news channel.
Good morning, America. Everything's fucked. We're all gonna die.
Pretty much. But no, I think you could probably pull that off for at least one good episode. But no, if for some reason I can do what I'd want right now, I would make car videos, helping people fucking fix problems I didn't know, rebuild transmissions. I don't want to take apart another automatic transmission, but I know there's someone somewhere that needs that video. And honestly, as a guy that had questions and hit YouTube for car fucking advice, like I needed to rebuild a Rochester fucking quadrajet fucking carburetor, and every Rochester quadrajet carburetor didn't show certain things that I needed, and I know what I need, and I would love honestly, the only person that I truly love on fixing cars, Chris Fix. And a fucking have you seen his stuff?
No, but
dude, he's good.
What I was gonna say though is if there's anything worse than either getting your board punched or getting hand sanitizer inside your dick hole, it is definitely carb cleaner in your fucking eye.
I've got one that beats that.
It's not a good time.
I got something that beats that. So there I was with my 1984 Ford F-150 dual tanks. And I had been doing some work on the gas tanks and gas lines. And at one point, I had to take apart the line because I had a connector piece. And I'm laying on my back and I go, fuck it, it's not doing it. And I was in a safe spot for whenever I disconnected it, but obviously I needed to I was just like, fuck, God, it's not doing it. And I reached out and boom. And when it goes out, I released a breath of air. Gas came into eyes and mouth, and I took in a breath of air. And I swallowed a good mouthful of gasoline while it was in my eyes as well. And I rolled out from under my truck, and I am now blind and vomiting. And I can't find the fucking water hose. And I had a moment of panic. Do you know what actually saved me? Is I realized, one, I'm not going to die from this. And two, if this was CS gas, I would calm the fuck down. And that's the weirdest thing is I actually went back to the fucking smoke chamber and I was like, and I was like, okay. And I found a tree.
I know how to do this. Okay, so
I found a tree. Yeah. I found a tree in my front yard, and all I could take was small, short breaths, and I was like, all right, this tree is next to this tree, and I found my grill, which luckily wasn't on. I didn't have my grill burning and cooking steaks because that would have been fucked up. I would not look this ugly, but a lot better, probably. I don't know. I'd be a lot more famous, that's for sure. And I made it to water hose. I turned on. Here's the thing: is my water spigot has my hose on constantly, so I had to go all the way to the other side to find the fucking hose, which I have 100-foot water hose. So, but luckily it wasn't like a full 100-foot. Most of it was coiled up around it. So I was following it, and I was just like, oh fuck shit, goddamn. Oh, dude, I about fucking died. No, dude. Honestly, there was a solid 10 seconds where I was like, in my head, I was like, this is the fucking
I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah. It was like this gasoline hit both eyes, lungs, and stomach. And it was just the worst experience, dude. It fucking rocked me hard. 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta ask, since you're not a video game person,
what's up?
And I am. I really am.
Games. I'm just not like huge into it.
Yeah, well, I would say, all right, this sounds so terrible, and I hate calling people this because I got called this, and it made me.
All right, listen, you fucking filthy casual. What do you think about
All right, as a casual, have you seen anything coming up that you're interested in? Because I can put you on some fucking games.
Okay, so coming up, not really like so like granted like the Cyberpunk game, but like that game's been coming out for like 5 fucking years. The other one, I forget what the fuck it's called, but it's the Ghost of fucking something. It's a samurai game. Fucking, I've been wanting.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that.
First of all, it's out, but what's actually coming out on top of it is, so I don't know what happens in the game because I don't have a PS4. I don't have a PlayStation. It's not because I hate PlayStation.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes, it is.
I didn't know that.
So Ghost of Tsushima is a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay.
It is actually, from what I've seen from gameplay, it's really good. If you build yourself up to be this hulking armored motherfucker, you can't scale buildings. But if you build yourself to be light and nimble, you can't take hardcore attacks.
So you have to decide whether or not you want to Rambo through it or be stealth, but you can't do both.
Yeah, or you can find a middle ground. If you want to be stealth and use a bow rather than challenge, like you can use a bow and take out an entire camp, or you can walk up to the camp and challenge individual people. And if you challenge the right person, no one else will fight you. Is there no one else? So it does have a lot to it, but what's actually coming out this December is Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which if you own Ghost of Tsushima, you'll get Legends for free. It is going to be an online co-op, and it's going to be the afterlife. So that hulking guy with the fucking big samurai sword is now a giant or a cyclops.
All right.
So you see where that's going? Basically they took Ghost of Tsushima and they added Neo to it, and so that shit got intense.
On that though, I don't know if it's exactly directly correlated fucking for conversation fucking sake or whatever, metaphorically or whatever the fuck the word I'm looking for is. But one of the coolest things I ever thought that happened in a fucking video game was in Metal Gear Solid 3, where like in the middle of the game you like die for like 5 minutes, and then if you didn't kill anybody, there was a scene where you're in a river that like lasted for 5 seconds. However, if you Rambo'd your way through it, you had to fight everyone you fucking killed in that game again in that like weird purgatory fucking like near-death experience state you're in. I always thought it was fucking super fucking cool.
Could be a type of way that you can make a 3D platformer for your finale book video game. Everyone that died, including starting with the duty, you have to fucking fight in a purgatory. Which I don't know if that's taboo or not, but that'll be something.
Listen, I don't know if it's taboo or not either, but I thought it was funny. Dude, no, and like that's like one of the greatest things I fucking love about like because like, you know, it's not like every day somebody fucking texts me and says, dude, I love your book, but it happens enough. But people that weren't in the military will fucking text me or message me about my books. I'm like, dude, this is like a really dark but interesting insight into what military and veterans go through. And it's deep, and I didn't realize this stuff was going on, and it changed the way I look at things. But then, like, veterans, when they read it, and they'll send me messages, dude, this book was funny as fuck. Holy fucking God. How did you come up with this shit? It's I'm a weird justification, you know?
I'm a mixture of both of them with your book, though. I will have to say, I'm a mixture of both with you when it comes to your books, which I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still stuck on the second one. I've had your books for a while. I've read through the first one. I keep starting through the second one. But my problem is I'll start something, and if I leave it, I have to start over.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm probably not going to get a chance to finish the second one until after December 25th. Because I manage a retail store.
Yeah.
And it is the worst time of fucking year. But I will say though, it's like reading your books, it's back and forth when it comes to like, is it too dark? Because honestly, too dark to me just means, what is it speaking from? Like because dark humor comes from a part of the person, and it's kind of like poetry. Not all poetry works for everyone.
Right.
Love poetry works for most women. But honestly, some of the best poetry I've ever read will still be, to this day, Edgar Allan Poe. So it depends on what it's coming from. I will say your fucking books and your art reflect so much. I think that's on purpose. I'm just going to call you out on that right now. I think you do that on purpose. Or it is you. Therefore, it is a back and forth. Some of your stuff, dude. I am a millennial, and I become the killer of art, whatever the fuck.
Oh, I am become millennial destroyer of art.
You have one that is no longer available that I wanted more than anything in the world.
Was it the one where it was like a picture of a Sumerian fucking like statue and like his hand was just like this? Oh, okay.
Nope. It's the Samurai Jack.
Aku.
It was Aku. You're fucking I Am Millennial with Aku. That's the one I wanted, and you're sold out right now. If you have that one, I will straight up buy it. By the way, I got to order one.
The original one's sold, but you can buy a print.
I want an original.
Well, I mean, the original's sold. I can't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here's saying. I will say I do need to order one of your fucking patches because I do have a which company? I didn't go with the company you recommended. I do have to say I'm sorry. I know you recommended a denim jacket company, but I went with a different one. It's supposed to be here sometime. Wait. Early next week.
Oh, okay.
I'll have it. I forgot which company I went, but they were big in I guess the motorcycle world. Which after this winter, I do plan on buying another bike.
Yeah, well, if you want something functional, like absolutely go for that.
I want something both functional, but I wanted. Wait, was it Milwaukee? I went with Milwaukee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went with Milwaukee. Yeah, whatever. They make both functional and also if you hit the pavement, you're not going to lose a lot of skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I wanted because I do plan on wearing it when I ride my bike.
Yeah. Dude, no, that's the thing though. Like my dad got in a fucking bike accident probably 12 years ago now. And like he broke his where the fuck this bone is, like right here, right under the fucking joint, and like slid on the fucking ground, and then the fucking pavement fucking ate his fucking helmet off. And like he like down to the point where like, he got all of his fucking nose burn off, and fucking stood up, and then has a big hole in his fucking like face mask or whatever. Spent a couple days in the hospital, and then eventually recovered from it. But fucking you do need good fucking protective fucking gear when you're riding a fucking bike, because with motorcycles, it's not a if you drop it, it's a when.
My mom went through a pretty bad fucking accident. I guess I would call it pretty bad. Yeah. She was going about 55 and she hit a deer. She's now got more titanium in one leg than she has bone.
Yeah.
She's definitely had to deal with a lot of back fucking procedures since then, but my mom is a fucking hoss. And this is what I think is, people have talked shit about my mom before, like, oh, your mom's probably a bitch. And I'm like, my mom fucking held a crack house at fucking gunpoint to save my little brother. My mom will fucking kill you and not give a shit. My dad was a biker. My dad was, I believe he was
So in short, what you're saying is your mom is a bitch, but go say that to her face and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, dude. I call my mom a bitch sometimes. Me and my mom will start joking around like, it's like, all right, bitch. And my mom will look at me like, you fucking want this? I'm like, come on, let's fucking go. And me and my mom will joke around like a motherfucker because me and my mom have a good relationship like that. Yeah. But honestly, if you walked up to me and my mom, and even if I knew you, and you called my mom a bitch, I wouldn't do anything because my mom is about to fuck your world up. Because I've literally seen my mom beat the fuck out of a grown man and not give a shit. My mom was a bad motherfucker long before Sons of Anarchy made biker women badass as shit. My mom was the old lady of my dad, who was a mean son of a bitch back in the day. And but my mom hit that deer going 55 on a Harley Sportster, got shot over those fucking handlebars, and then fucking shattered her leg, skinned her head, fucking stitches, all that stuff, and laid there, I think they said, for about 45 minutes before a car came up and saw her. And apparently she crawled like fucking 50 yards to like trying to make it to closer to town because we live like 6 miles out of town.
Yeah.
She crawled like 50 something yards, like unconscious crawled.
Yeah.
And that's how fucking bad as shit my mom is. And like, I gotta say, like, I've always said this, the most cool people I've ever met, the most badass people I've ever met, it's never gonna be me. Like, I am the weakest person of everyone.
No. If you're either the smartest or the most badass person in the room, you're not surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yeah. My mom was a bad fucking bitch, and she survived that shit. I remember when she was getting over it, dude. When she finally got fully rested and everything, she started taking kickboxing because she didn't want to think that her leg would ever cause her to be fucking weak. She wanted to make sure that she could still kick ass.
Yeah,
she did kickboxing. She also did Zumba as well. But I think that's just because my mom likes music and likes to dance.
Well, I mean, like Zumba, like you can give it a lot of shit, but it's still good cardio.
It really is, especially weighted Zumba. Have you ever seen that? Dude, 10-pound weights dancing for 2 hours? Go fuck yourself. That sucks.
Yeah, no. Like fucking you can like it's not the macho thing to do, but you can fuck yourself up with a fucking 5 or 10 pound fucking weight. You just have to fucking apply it.
Dude, I've done Muay Boring for years. I was a grunt in the infantry. Dude, I was fucking with 2-7 and 1-7 in Afghanistan and Iraq. I don't give a shit. I've done Zumba. And I'll say this to the fucking world. If you want to say Zumba's some bitch shit, come on.
Do it for 3 hours.
We will, do it for 3 fucking hours with 2 fucking 10-pound weights. You know what? You think you're a bad motherfucker? Grab the 30s.
Yeah.
If you feel tough, grab those 30s and go 3 hours of Zumba. Dude, it's a good cardio exercise and it's fun. If you don't like working out,
dude, no, like fucking a thing with that though is like is making it fucking entertaining or at the least fucking purpose. Like fucking like I will say that like the best way to get fucking jacked is to find a fucking reason to be pissed off in the fucking gym. Like you're lifting to get revenge. However, Dance Revolution will get you fucking ripped.
That's true. And my thing is, I actually, I've got every now and then I'll put on music when I work out. And the music that I put on and the reason why I put it on is something that most people don't fucking quite get. Is I'll listen to the emo shit that I listened to in high school because I never want to be that kid again. Yeah. That cringy, I hate myself because I'm a piece of shit. Here's the thing is, was it, I think, what the fuck was it the God Pickle is what I called myself in the little thing right there in your whatever stuff. Dude, I used to call myself a god all the time just because I said I will never say that I hate myself, that I'm a loser, that I'm a piece of shit. I used to say that all the time about myself. I had to overcome this is when I started trying to start my business. I used to say, I was like, oh, it's just this dumb idea that I got. And I started hating on it. And I told people, I was like, oh, it's just a really stupid idea that I thought might work. And then I realized I was like, nah, I'm falling back into like my old me. I was like, nah, dude, this is the fucking idea. So I took fucking goddamn vacuum UV, UVC, and ozone and 2-cycle timers and basically put them into a fucking system so that it would basically sterilize everything around it. And it was also safe for people to be close to. Now, which one sounds better? That or so it's just this really dumb idea that I had.
Yeah, no, like there are people that are less technically proficient, less fucking talented, all around just worse fucking at whatever it is, but they are infinitely more successful than you because they decided to fucking believe in themselves.
Yeah. And I honestly decided one day that I would stop saying Eric sucks.
Yeah, no, you just have to be like, no, dude, look, I'm the shit, and you're gonna fucking deal with it. Which is why I tell people that Smokepit Fairy Tales is the absolute fucking best science fiction fucking military fucking story that was written in this fucking millennium.
You know what? You probably have good weight on that because I can't think of a single one. One, I can't think of a single one that I've read. 2, I can't think of a single one that I've read that would leave me as much of an impression. And also, I will say, even now, I've glanced at your newer books.
Yeah.
Your writing style. At first, I questioned why the fuck is Tripp going to go to college? You've already wrote books. Why would you go to college?
Because you get that magic piece of paper that says "Pay me more."
Not just that. I would say the last book that I have, which was it? Is it 6? I don't know.
There's only 6 out, so like if you have the 6,
if I have 7, you got to worry.
Yeah, no, I kind of got to wonder where that one came from, but
no. I do have all your books, and I will say I've glanced at 5 and 6, and I will say, which you wrote those while you were still learning in college, right?
No, I actually wrote 4, 5, and 6 at work in Twin and a Half Palms.
Dude, I'm actually curious about 7, 8, and 9. Because I do know that my vocabulary definitely got better. And I actually started writing very well in college because I was a terrible writer. Apparently, I have ADHD. I didn't know that when I was a kid. Yeah, weird. And also, I might have low levels of dyslexia because my son has dyslexia. And have you ever read, it's called Open Face. It's a font designed for dyslexic people. I can read that about twice as fast as I can read normal words. And that shouldn't happen unless you have dyslexia. And that makes me think that it's my fault that my kid has dyslexia, which not my fault is in like, oh, I'm a piece of shit person.
Yeah, but technically, you pass.
Yeah, it might be me genetically having a low like a slight genetic genetic thing for fucking dyslexia, but I do have to say though, like even in college, like I learned how to write better, and my writing took fucking off. It was good, and obviously I'll never write a book. I don't think I'll ever will, but I did very well enough that I had to tell the college to stop bothering me to fucking publish one of my papers, and which I think is a success for someone that passed fucking high school goddamn English and shit with like D's. I barely passed it. But seeing the difference in what you wrote before you went to college, like the first book versus fucking 6.
You haven't read anything that I've written during college.
Okay, so now I'm actually curious because I do know that that's gonna change a lot. I used to make fun of college. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I still do. Like there's absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever that having a college degree is the metric that allows you to be a fucking officer, because you don't actually fucking learn anything in college.
I think like 20 years ago, yes.
Now, no.
No, yeah, now, no. But I will say I'm actually curious because if I developed a lot better, like to the point of I was barely literate in high school.
No. So what I would say with the books is you get better at what you do, and the later books fucking being better in fucking at the very least diction is a consequence of man hours put into it. Because like if you have no one teaching you how to say work with wood, but you fucking go do a lot of carpentry, you are going to get better at it if you're applying yourself.
That's fair. So before I read your next series of books, because I plan on reading all of them, my life has been fucking crazy the last couple of years.
2020.
No, not just 2020, dude. My life has been fucking insane lately. I went from everywhere from being, I don't think Jess is here. I went from everywhere from being a fucking sergeant in the Marines to fucking coked out of my mind. And like, I'm talking about not just coke, but 5 grams a fucking day.
Ugh. How did you afford that?
I had savings. I no longer have savings.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now my savings went to shit. I'm still trying to rebuild my fucking debt from that. I took out student loans. I had a 4.0 doing that. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but it fucking worked. And that was going to the University of Arkansas. But no, shit was crazy. And yeah, but I will say I'm very interested into what happens next with these books. Because after this holiday, I told myself I have to start reading again. I used to be a bookworm. I actually couldn't read well until something happened. I think I want to say like 7th or 8th grade. All of a sudden I figured out how to read better. I can't spell still, which also kind of goes along
for the autocorrect.
It also goes along the lines of just possibly having dyslexia as a kid. I couldn't read until I figured out how to make words make sense. But it also could have been the ADD or ADHD. Yeah. I mean, so either way, I couldn't read well for the longest time, and then I could, and I was reading constantly, and I realized I need to get back to reading properly again. So your books is obviously the first on my list, and then I want to finish reading all of the Louis L'Amour books because I've read most of his library, not all of it. But I do have to stop.
Library though too, like he's got a fucking biography.
Yes, but I love his books that I have read. I do have to piss like a motherfucker, so I will be back in like 2 shakes of a cock.
All right, so while home dude's fucking shaking his cock out after he's fucking going wee wee and wee woo and wee wah, do I have my shit? Oh. I don't know why it's fucking reflected. This is my left hand, but it's showing up right. But where are we? Those books, fucking go to Amazon, look up fucking Smokepit fairy tales. There's a few of them. If nothing else, just go read the fucking reviews, because people like to leave pretty fucking zealous fucking reviews on that shit. You can also buy them at Barnes & Noble, but don't. They're like $10 fucking more, and I get less of a fucking cut. So it's better for you, and it's better for me if you just buy them on fucking Amazon. And then after you read them, fucking go leave a review. And they're like super fucked up too. So it's dark fucking humor technically, but actual plot is there's. Hold on, give me a second. Come on. Actual fucking plot. Hey, Pickle, give me a second. Yeah, actual plot. Fucking, there's a Marine and a fucking corpsman, and they're being assholes in fucking Oceanside, and then shit happens. They get sent to Iraq, and it's the time frame isn't nailed out in it, but it's about 2015, and they go to fucking Iraq after Iran invades Iraq, and then they're fighting through that. They push into Iran. They get wounded. I'm sorry, fucking before they get wounded, they fucking end up down in this fucking like ancient Babylonian fucking temple or cave or whatever, and it gets real Indiana Jones for a fucking minute. And then after that, they fucking get wounded. They spend like a fucking year and a half in like fucking Bethesda or fucking Balboa at the fucking naval hospitals and the fucking like brain dead ward. Eventually wake up, but then after they do wake up, it turns out aliens fucking landed while they're in their fucking coma. And then like the last half of the book, like, you know, they're dealing with fucking like PTSD and like survivor's guilt and a lot of fucking substance abuse. And then the main character decides he wants to go fuck aliens.
So that's just your synopsis of
the first one. Yeah, because Brittany Doyle was like, what are they about? So, you know.
Dude.
And then after that,
did all of this
there's a bigger fucking plot that goes on with the fucking rest of them, but that's like just, you know, book one.
I've got to ask. I haven't asked this question before, and I understand where some of the plot came from. It's by personal experience, but
yeah, where
the fuck did this come from? All of it. Just fucking Smokepit fairy tales in general.
So, I like to hang out in the smoke pits and fucking drink beer and fucking smoke cigarettes and bullshit with people, if you have the fucking tell. But one of the things I would do is I had this like little black fucking moleskin fucking book where every time I heard a fucking really good fucking story, I'd like write it down because I thought it was cool, right? And then at some point I was gonna like write a fucking compilation of like, you know, like short stories of like, you know, just shit I heard on the fucking smoke pit. And while I was like brainstorming it, I was like, all right, so I could do all these like short stories of like, you know, shit that just fucking happened to fucking people, or I can make up a few fucking fictional characters and have all this shit happen to 2 or 3 guys instead of a bunch of like random bullshits. And then like overall on the plot, like I know that you haven't like read further than that, so I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's a reason there's aliens there. So I mean, like it becomes apparent in the later books. As somewhere in the first one, it'd be forgivable to be like, why are there fucking aliens here? You could just have like a regular chick fucking do this shit. But there's a reason for that later on.
So, you know,
that and green chicks are hot. So, you know.
You know what?
And also it's very graphic. Like the gore in it is like it puts you in the room for it. There's a lot of I would say graphic fucking violence that goes into a lot more detail than it normally should for literary work. However, the sex scenes are also fucking kind of makes you want to leave the room because you're uncomfortable with what's going on.
What you're saying is it's smut.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it's pretty much pornography.
Have you ever seen Tommy Boy?
Yes. Although I get that and Black Sheep fucking mixed up. Like if I haven't seen one recently enough.
Richard, you sinner. Oh, dude, all I gotta say is out of what I've read, it's really funny because I had read it and then you had made a video about what's it called? About the books basically from millionaires or dead people, and your basic opinion of books you didn't like, and Hamlet didn't have one single slice of ham.
Yeah.
But the fucking thing about goddamn 50 Shades of Grey. Dude, I'm glad you fucking said it because I have made this comment before about how, like, because I wondered what the hype was about 50 Shades of Grey.
It's not good. And when I say it's not good, I don't mean like the plot's not good or like the writing's not good. Like there's nothing redeemable about it at all. Shit fucking story, shit fucking characters, shit way of fucking conveying it.
First of all, there's a story? Because it didn't seem like there was much of a plot to give it. Besides, all right, here's a plot. Girl likes rich guy. Rich guy likes creepy sex.
Dude, no, and then like
in
that though, like the creepy sex isn't even like creepy sex. Like it's alluded to that it's creepy, but like it's very tame in it. Like so like in mine, like not like we'll throw all the sex scenes to the side and just focus on the blowjob fucking scene. That was more graphic than
I skimmed it. All right, what do you mean the blowjob scene?
Where fucking they had that fight at the fucking bar, and then they go back to the apartment, and they're both drunk, and she's giving him a blowjob, and he pulls her head in a little bit too far, and then she pukes on his dick, and then he pukes on her face, and then they both fall over just like vomiting all over the place, and he's like trying to like low crawl to the shower while he's dragging the chick, but like they're both so covered in fucking vomit that like he can't get a good grab on her, and everything's like too slick. And then there's like 3 pages of just like crawling to the fucking shower.
Dude, what the fuck don't I remember this?
Because you skimmed it.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Did it start off shitty? Because if I skim something and it starts off shitty, I'm not going to fucking continue. I'll just find the next fun thing that pops up. All right, so what little I've read of it, clearly I've read little of it, because that sounds fucking... Is it at least hilarious?
Yes.
All right, then I definitely need to reread it for that moment in particular. So my thing about it, though, is it never seemed fucking kinky. I expected this book when I fucking was like, you know what, I'm going to glance through it because why not? I think I was going somewhere. I want to say I bought it in an airport just because I thought I would fucking just blast through it and just be like, this is hot. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, because if it was hot as fuck, I'm then jerking off in an airport, which is weird. But also probably very fun.
Also, wasn't it originally written as a Twilight fucking fanfic?
Yes, that's true. You wouldn't have that if you didn't have Twilight. You wouldn't have Twilight if you didn't have Blink 182 or something like that. Mm-hmm. The person that wrote Twilight or whatever the fuck her name is, apparently was obsessed with some 90s band. And that's the reason why that fucking book came out, which I don't give a shit. I hated that I got referred to as fucking Taylor Lautner in high school. That pissed me off. When you look at a picture of Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl and a picture of me at the same time, we're like siblings almost, which is really funny because I have 2 half brothers and I look more like him than I look like anybody else. So then when fucking Twilight comes out, I had long hair and everyone was like, oh, you're fucking Jacob Black, fucking Twilight. I'm like, fuck you. So I cut my hair short. And then the second book comes out, and the second movie comes out, and all of a sudden he cuts his hair short. Dude, have you ever spite read a book?
Yeah.
I spite read in like within a week all of the Twilight series just so that I could figure out what he would look like. I got a mohawk and I dyed it red and black just because I knew that he didn't have it. Dude, I got so fucking tired because the main comment was, you like Jacob, but not as buff. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. Because I was like, at least by my senior year, I was 5'8" and pissed off because I was short. I grew like 3 or 4 inches in the fucking Marines, by the way.
Yeah,
like, because I was so glad. Well, I grew like, I think 4 inches and I lost like 1.5 inches. Yeah, dude, I got weird measurements because I got taller,
dude, no, like
and then I started getting shorter.
Pressure you get from flak jackets is a real thing. Like I'm an inch shorter than when I joined the Marines.
So, but no,
spine.
But what pissed me off the most is you look like Taylor Lautner, only not as buff. And like obviously because I was short in high school and I didn't fit in well, I had fucking little man syndrome, and I didn't like that people thought I was smaller than what I should have been.
Yeah, but you're not short either though. So I mean, like,
I was short in high school, dude. I was like 5'3" when I started my senior year.
Oh, okay, all right.
I was 5'8" after my senior year. It was fucking weird, dude. I got tall. I thought I was a tall motherfucker by the end of my senior year. And then everyone in boot camp was taller than me, except for a couple of people. So, but no, I was just like awkward for a year or so.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I hated Twilight. You know what? The movies here's what's, and I'll admit this: the books. Poorly written, in my opinion, but not a bad story. Could have
go on. I'm a P. I can still hear you.
All right. Could have definitely held back on the whole. She couldn't choose between two guys, but she's always chosen in her heart on one guy. And then the dude fell in love with her newborn child. All right, that was a little weird. But other than that, I have to say, not a terrible kind of series to start off with. Could have been better wrote. Someone could have wrote it better. But the movies themselves weren't bad only because the soundtrack was always the best in those movies. It had amazing soundtracks. Between classical music to softcore music, it was enjoyable, which was weird. I shouldn't like the movies as much as I do because of the fucking soundtrack. I don't know. That's my opinion, though. But, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. If anybody wants to know a story about me, hold on. I don't have a good story. I need someone to bounce ideas off to come up with a good story because I've got a lot of stuff that has happened to me. I once pissed myself in middle school or elementary school because my teacher told me I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I saw my mom it was my mom. She put the teacher up against the wall and threatened to kill her if she ever did that to me again, because apparently I needed to piss and the teacher didn't want to let me, so I had to piss my pants, and I went home with pissy pants, and my mom was not pleased.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, no. If anybody ever says that to my kid, like, "Oh, well, you get 3 bathroom breaks," I was like, "My kid's fucking 7.
Yeah,
I will fucking burn your house down and make you watch while your kid's inside if you ever do that to my kid." But I'm also kind of a little fucked up. But no. Actually, my mom was livid about that because I literally spent the entire day trying to hide that I had pissy jeans because the teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom, which pissed me. I was angry. I was fucking angry.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's actually a valid fucking reason to be angry.
Yeah.
I also had a teacher tell me I was stupid repeatedly, and no one did anything. The 90s, man, teachers could do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not that I was stupid. I just didn't fucking care. No, nothing about the classroom ever fucking made me give a shit. I just didn't. I didn't like it, and it was like, all right, well, tell me something that fucking interests me. And none of the teachers.
You're gonna get that in fucking middle school because there's nothing fucking going on there that's fucking worth fucking knowing in the fucking first place.
I also got burnt out pretty quick. You should read The Host.
Better storyline.
What is The Host? Where's my phone? I'm actually curious.
I'm guessing that's by what was Stephanie Meyer, Twilight, or fucking?
Yeah, no, that's Twilight.
Stephanie Meyer. Fair enough then.
Was it made it was made a movie. Well, I mean, she had several movies made from her book, so why not?
and good for her. But yeah. Yep. On that, dude, fucking, I think I'm gonna fucking bounce out, man. Fucking, it's like almost 3 here, and I've been up since fucking whatever. So
damn, it is late. Yeah, no, dude, that is completely fine.
Yep. Also, for people watching my shit later, fucking, where can we find you, Eric Pickle?
Honestly, the Pickle Bro on Twitch and also on TikTok. I don't really do a whole lot on Instagram. I think my last Instagram post was like from like 2 months ago.
Besides today's.
That's actually right. Now, besides today's. It's the Pickle Bro on Twitch and TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will leave you here to say goodbye to your peoples. Sorry about my phone.
No, I'm saying goodbye with you, man. I'm out too, man. Fucking, I'll catch you on the fucking flip side. You have a good rest of your weekend, man.
You too.
All right. See you, dude.